Welcome back, Wolfpack. Rilla's here. We have Battle with Ice. Going to wrap up Fan Fridays this week with a Mega Banette and Ferrothorn and a Greninja. So we're going to see how this battle ends up going. And, you know, Banette's pretty cool Pokemon. We have Ferrothorn, which means we might have some stall aspects come in. And the opponent has a Flygon, so I mean, this could be cool in many different levels. So we're going to watch how this one ends up going out. We just kind of go through all this. Banette going to get that Protect, going to light it to where the prankster shenanigans get to come through, while also scouting out the Fire Blast. Oh, the Disable! Banette can be nasty like that. It's going to Protect, and then it can go straight into the Disable. So, I mean, that works out pretty well. Free Substitute on the Banette. Draco Meteor going to just eat that up pretty well. So, now the Flygon's going to pretty much have to switch, or it's going to have no damage, and then Banette can go back into a substitute or just set up whatever it needs to. Actually just sits in, knows that there's not a lot of damage threat. U-turn doesn't do too much. Critical hit. Like, that wasn't a lot from a crit even, because I was like, that was surprisingly a little extra damage I was expecting. So it's going to be a free switch into Phantom Force. So Phantom Force is going to come in, breaks Protect, guys, so remember, don't try to protect against that. Substitute. Ah, so Milotic setting up its own substitute shenanigans as well. Phantom Force going to come in, punch it out, and that's going to have to break. Like, Banette has, I believe, the third highest attack in the game, or at least one of the highest non-legendary attacks. So Banette's like, I'm going to get my substitute if you're going to go for a substitute as well. No, Confuse Ray. So it gets the read right there. Banette going to Protect. Wondering what that could be for. I guess to, like, maybe disable substitute? Or Scald? Something like that. So there's the Banette disable. I guess the opponent doesn't want to go back into the sub, just knows that there'll be some kind of breakage war. So Scald got disabled right there. Withdraws the Milotic and goes into something. Back into Flygon, maybe? Yeah, back into Flygon. Very interesting. Don't know what, like, it'd be like this Banette is playing some really hard tricks right now. Because, I mean, sub-disable with Prankster priority is just ferocious under that Protect. Phantom Force, not enough to straight up KO. Oh wait, Focus Sash. Let's say, like, that was surprising, but Focus Sash comes in. U-turn, that's not even going to break a sub. Honestly. So, not very effective. The opponent just not even chipping into that sub too hard. Going to go back into, ooh, Lilligant. Now, Lilligant isn't going to have much against the Banette as well, to a degree. That, you know, it's grass and it's going to, well, I guess it can work out. But it might have to set up with some Quiver Dance or something. So there's the Phantom Force, just going to knock it out. Like, the sub just kind of completely walled in this case. And now it's going to be a war because, like, sub-stall shenanigans between Milotic and Banette, this could kind of drag on. Or, you know, Fire Blast is going to come in, going to finish off the sub for Banette. Banette's probably going to Phantom Force it. Just want to get the Flygon off the field. So, I mean, Flygon's going to get knocked out here. And I think Phantom Force only has, like, 5 PP, maybe? Or does it have a lot more than that? Let's actually look this one up right now. Phantom Force. So, Milotic's going to come in. Oh, it has 10, actually. Because I thought that the other one, Shadow Force, had, like, a lower PP then because it was a special move. I like how Ghost types got their own, like, Shadow Force kind of move. Because it really helps out physicals. Yeah, Shadow Force has 5 PP, so I got that. I was on the right track. So, there's the sub for Milotic. Milotic having that odd number of hit points, so it's going to be able to sub 4 times and then still have enough health. Banette's going to be able to just, like, Phantom Force break the sub. And then we might see some disable or something. Like, this is just going to take some time right now. So just listen to DM Assure while all this happens and enjoy the music. There's not much else to say for a while. Alright, so we skipped ahead a couple turns. Greninja's on the field now, because, you know, Banette just kind of ran out of PP and stuff. So, now we're just trying to get the Greninja to outspeed and break through that substitute wall. So Milotic's going throughout the Confuse Ray. If Greninja gets the outspeed, we could be pretty good right now. If it hits itself, though, that could just make this drag on a bit longer. Excellent. So Greninja hits itself. The opponent's really desperate on the stall right now. Going to go for the Scald instead of the substitute. So the move is no longer disabled. I don't even know why I said disabled. But Grass Knot goes through. Remember, my Milotic is a special defense tank, so it does hang in there. And did it go for the recover? Something. So went for the Scald. Looks like next turn is going to be the end of this battle. Sorry if like the skip threw you guys off. It was just like 5 more turns of the sub stall, and that really wasn't entertaining. I just hit the skip button, so. Milotic goes down, and that worked out pretty well. So, sub Banette, very strong with that Shadow Force, because I mean, Shadow Force, you're not going to hit, you get the sub disable shenanigans going. Has a lot of damage, because it can one-hit KO. Well, one-hit KOing Lilligant and Flygon doesn't say like a lot of damage, but it is a high base power stab move, for sure. And it does some work. So, really gets stopped out by other stall tankiness, but it works out pretty well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Fan Fridays, and I hope you all have a nice week, day. Enjoy yourselves.